All right, good morning, guys. As you may know, I'm not going to be with you for the most part of period 6, and period 10 is going to be covered by Miss Rule. Period 6 is going to be covered by Miss Marshall. Please make sure to be respectful to other teachers because, at the end of the day, we do want the best for you and we care for you. Okay, so for this lesson, it's going to be straightforward, very easy. So please follow these instructions if you can actually do it by yourself. Okay. So in the first part right here in the handout, it says that you need to go to My MCPS Classroom, physics class, and then you're going to go straight to the homepage. So I have it right here, the electric field simulation. So make sure that you're on homepage, okay? Once you go here, you're going to complete each module by the end of the class to earn the points. It's going to be about 25 points for this. So what you need to do, you're going to, once you finish this, make sure that Miss Rule and Miss Marshall actually receive the handouts, okay? And the first part in here, it says, make a check mark next to each row once you complete each task. So for the first part right here, make sure to write your name so I can give you the points. When you go here, number 2, it says complete this handout. You're going to go to part 1, field in blanks. So when you go in here, it's only 8 words. So this is actually like a review from last class. Opposite charges, it's similar charges, what's going on. I'm not going to go over into that because we did this already last class, okay? So 8 words only. I'm pretty sure it's straightforward. You're going to understand and you're going to complete this part without my support. In this part right here, once you're done, make sure to click that you're done here, okay? For part 2, it's going to be the simulation. The simulation, again, is going to be in My MCPS Classroom, okay? So let me actually, it's right here. I have it open already. This is a simulation right here. So in this part right here, it says part 2. I'm going to go straight to the paper. Second part, second page. And in here is in this activity, you will experiment with the electric fields of charged particles. So you're going to open the simulation and you're going to observe electric field lines around point charges. So for the first part, it says show E field. So you're going to go in here and you're going to click here where it says show E field, okay? And then you're going to follow the instruction. You're going to drag a positive point charge from the top box on the right side panel onto the observation area. Okay, so I'm going to go here. I'm going to grab one of the positive. Okay, I'm going to put it like right in the center, okay? And you're going to continue following the instructions. After that, you're going to drag the point charge around the observation area, and you're going to think about what you see that is happening. So I'm going to actually put it right here. Okay? And what I want you to observe on this part is actually this right here, the voltage. What do you see it's happening here once the voltage is right there on the positive sign, on that charge, okay? And you're going to continue with part A. You're going to actually answer the questions. What do the arrows around the positive point charge illustrate? You're going to answer that, number 2, number 3, and number 4. I'm pretty sure number 3, it says the color intensity of the arrows. What do you think is happening with the intensity? And you're like, oh, I don't know what you're talking about in here. What you can do, you can actually just move the point in here. What do you see is happening with the voltage as you decrease the intensity of the color? Okay? And I have the answer right there. All right. So once you answer part A, again, you go back to the first page and you're going to make a check mark. Now, part B, you're going to go here, part B. You're not going to clear. You're going to just leave everything as it is right now, okay? Make sure that this is on the center, okay? And then it says in here, what would be the next thing? You're going to click where it says grid, okay? And then what you're going to do is place the center of the point charge on the dark line at the far right edge of the grid. So I'm going to go here, and I'm going to move this at the far right edge next to it. Look at the voltage, what's going on in here, okay? And then in here, you're going to follow the instructions. Then you're going to go to the left at the left corner. So you're going to go here, go back to your simulation, and go all the way to the left corner. What do you see is happening? For the first one, I already answered that for you. So let me go back to the right side. When I go to the right side, It's approximately. So 17.5 is actually 18, right? So you're going to put in here 18 for the first marker. The second marker is going to be the one that says over here, number 3, okay? So you're going to drag and place the voltmeter on the first major marker, dark line left of the point charge. So you're going to go here back to the simulation, and you're going to put here the voltage. What do you see that is happening? And just follow the instructions in here. It's pretty straightforward. After that, you're going to go to the second marker to the marker left of the point charger. And then you're going to go so on until you finish on the 8th marker. That's it. Once you're done with part B, you're going to go back here to the first page and click mark. I'm done. I'm happy, Ms. Hoskins. I'm done with this part. All right, moving on now with part C. All right, part C, you're going to clear the whole thing. Okay? So follow the instructions right here. Let me go to part C. All right, so you're going to reset the button, clear all, make sure that it's actually empty. Now, it says you're going to drag the negative point charge in the observation area, and then you're going to make sure that you have the show the E-field checkbox, okay? So I'm going to go back to the simulation. I have the show E-field checked. I'm going to take one of the negative charges. I'm going to put it somewhere here in the center, okay? And then how does the direction of the arrows differ from what occurred for the positive point charge? So what do you see is happening? Is it going away from the positive charge? Is it going towards the negative charge? What do you think is happening? And I'm just, think about it. I don't want to see anything else, but I think I just gave you the answer. So you're going to go here, you're going to drag E-field sensor out of its box and place it far from the right point charge. Now move the E-field sensor around the observation field. What do you see? So I'm going to go here, okay? And you're going to play around with the sensor, the E-field sensor, okay? What do you see that is happening? Again, it's all about observation, observation, observation. What do you see? Write your observations. The part D, again, once you're done, make sure to check it out on the first page. Part D, it would be the same thing. You're going to reset the whole thing. You're going to drag the positive point charge. You're going to click on you're going to drag one of the E-field sensors and just write your observations. It's all about repetition, guys, okay? Part E, the same thing. Just erase, reset the whole thing, drag one positive charge, and drag one of the negative charge. Actually, this is like one of my favorite ones. So I'm going to click here. I'm going to click here, take one of the positive charges, and you're going to take one of the negative charges. Okay? What do you see? What's going on with the direction of the arrows? Which one is going away, the positive or negative? Which one goes towards? Is it positive or negative? So make sure you understand that concept, because once you're done with this part, which is part B, you're going to be able to answer part 3 multiple choice. Okay? What do electric field lines show in this figure? So look at this figure. What do you see is happening in source A versus source E? Which one is going the arrows towards? Do you think that's positive or negative? And which one is going away from the source, okay? Once you're done with this part, guys, just make sure to play with this. Like I say, it's one of my favorites. See what's going on in here. You see how the arrows are moving? From this simulation, especially on this part, you're going to be able to answer your test. Your test is going to be on paper. I don't want it on Momentum. So if you look in here, right here, it's all, let me see if I can find it. No, I don't have it in the computer. So if you see in here, which one is going away, which one is going towards. So if you have any questions on the test, we can actually complete this part on Thursday. But what I want you to do, I need you to try. Just try, guys, because I'm pretty sure you're going to be able to do this. This is actually kind of a repetition of what you took in 6th grade. And if you don't remember, and I believe it's 8th grade, so 6th and 8th. And I believe if you kind of remember, if not, just play with the simulation, try to get everything from there, and then we're going to work on the test later. But try the test before you leave. And I'm not going to count it as a grade, but I do need you to try it. All the best, guys. If you have any questions or anything that you want to, any comment that you want to make, please let Miss Rule or Miss Marshall know, and they'll text me. Okay, I'll see you tomorrow or Thursday.